The summer in 2004 and the years forwards was the years in my life that changed a lot and have made me another person. I have 3 children and I love them so much, but that years did also change a lot in their life. One day in the summer 2004 I got a letter. It was from my youth boyfriend who was in jail. We started writing and met each other for some time. In 2008 we moved together. He was the perfect boyfriend for me and my children. He was sweet, smart, funny, and he loved to play with my youngest. He had 2 children and I loved them the same as he loved mine. After a little time he started drinking and then started the mental violence. The episodes with the nights when he came home drunk made me sick. He was slamming the doors when he came home. We found it more nice the times when he wasn't home. The children thought his behavior was like a child. Another day I couldn't get contact to him and I talked with his daughter. She said that he was with our friend. In the morning he texted me. He felt asleep on the sofa. The night he came home he told another story than his daughter told me. He took me to the toilet and slammed the door that hard that the handle fall off. That episode was my children witness on. "Whore, pig," he shouted to me. He spit in my face. My youngest was watching it on the other side of the door. When I came out, he threw his glasses in the back of my neck. I took my youngest daughter's hand and said to my older daughter and her friend that they should follow me. "Talk decent to my mother," she shouted at him. "You have nothing to say," and she said, "You're not my dad, you have nothing to say." He told her to shut up or he would. Then the economy and physical violence started. I was a hairdresser and my boyfriend meant that my clothes was too provocative. I started thinking what clothes I was wearing, but the damage in my back meant that I need to stop working. After that, money from our house and my girls' purses suddenly disappeared. My boyfriend accused me for taking them. When I said it wasn't me, he got angry and pushed me into the closet and hit me on the cheek. The mental violence still continued, and then the material violence started. He was still angry about my clothes, even though my clothes was very respectable. He started getting angry when I was talking to my friends, and he thought I was too good for them. He said I was a psychopath, self-constructive, a tyrant, and much more. He nagged me down. He took my map with family pictures. He took a photo out. The photo was of me and my mother when I was a little child. First he ripped it over and then he burned it with his lighter. I was very mad at him and tried to stop him, but then he nearly riddled my arm and I stopped. We ended up on a crisis center and lived there for a while before we found a new home. We still live there now and have it okay. I know what it's like when you are or when you're going into a violent relationship. I know how and which problems and influence it can cause. I know how it physical and had influence on me and my children, but also on my ex-boyfriend and his children. I have been through so much. I have been through mental violence, physical violence, economy violence, and material violence. Only sexual violence I have not been subjected to. Today I'm not the same person as I was before, not at all. Before I had so much joy in my life, now I'm tired and sad. I take responsibility for all, for what it had meant and mean for me and my children today. Now I know what a relationship with violence can cost. But I got away from it all and I may take the wound.
Så hans kolde øjne